So if you're new to the game, all you need to know is that there are 3 different sets of gear. One is the blue one, which is the rare one, I think it's called. How is it called? There's the golden one, which is the superior, I think. So this one is the legendary. Oh, so this is the legendary. So first is the rare one. So this is the weakest one out of all of them. Then you have the legendary, which is the yellow. And then you have my gear, which is the purple gear. So, of course, the first thing that you should do is choose amongst these 3 sets of gear. Well, maybe I shouldn't call them sets, I should call them more like a group of gear. Group of gear, oh, doesn't sound so well. Well, yeah, you know what I mean. After you choose from between these 3, but honestly you shouldn't really choose, just go for the purple one. I mean, it's relatively cheap these days, it doesn't cost anymore in the hundreds of thousands. Of course the best ones cost millions, but even good ones right now cost a fairly, let's say, achievable amount, something that you can actually farm in a day or 2 and get yourself a nice gear item. Yeah, I mean, you can buy like shoes or gloves worth of purple gear for like 200, 300, and you can find a really good one. Yeah, so it should not be too expensive. For example, my boots here, I think they cost just a few 100,000. Then you have the gloves, which, well, it's not the best ones. I'm still looking to change them for something else, but I mean, as far as I know, this is the purple stat, which is here, is one of the best for the gloves. So yeah, I went and I bought it, but the problem is that the secondary stats here below the blue ones, they are not so good, so I might change them or something different, but that is a conversation for another day. So as I was saying, this purple gear is not so expensive anymore as it was in the beginning, so you can buy it all. I mean, if you go and buy the cheapest purple gear out there, I think you can pretty much find everything you need in, let's say, up to 400k, 400,000 gold. For example, let's just research a little bit together here. So for example, you want purple gear. Mythical. So mythical, here we go. Cheapest gear is 50k. This one is for priest, mystic and ninja, so be sure to know what you buy. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say that there's not just the blue, golden and purple gear, there's also, as you know, classes today. Certain classes prefer magical to physical, so you need to watch out for that. For example, this, as you can see, is an occult gear, so this one means that it is magical. So for example, let's see, I think Dauntless, yeah, that's right, here we go, it's side by side. The Dauntless is a physical one, so depending on which class you play, you need to watch this, because I actually made this mistake around 1 or 2 times, I think, and I actually played with a physical amplification gear, but this was at the very start of when I got this gear. I forgot that there was such a thing as physical and magical amplification gear stats for the purple gear. I thought it was all like a mix, and I didn't really notice the difference, but then I noticed that I wasn't doing so much damage compared to other people. As you know, there is a damage meter now which comes with the game, so it's completely legal. It was actually introduced by the game, so you can use that and see your damage if something is not right there, even though you're doing all the correct rotations. I'm pretty sure that maybe you didn't choose the correct magical or physical amplification for your class. So after that, you should, the second thing that you should go for after you find your occult or dauntless one purple gear, you should go and look for the support options here below. As you can see, the support options, you should go and choose the best one for your class. I can't really tell you which one that you should go for, because this is I mean, everything is class based basically. I mean, there is stuff for aggro, there is stuff for damage amplification if you're above 80% HP, so you get more damage. If you drop below 30% HP, then you get an increased 25% damage, and so on and so on. Basically, you need to really research this a little bit, or maybe I will make, oh look at this, I can't believe the bbÄM just appeared. So I guess I'll continue this later. This is a really important bbÄM for gear mats. Yes, so I'll see you guys in a jiffy. So sorry about that. As I was saying, you should research the gear that you need. I might do a video after this video, I might not, I'm not quite sure, but this video I will focus on what you should be getting for your class, for your character, and that should be purple gear. After you've chosen, if you want to actually go for purple gear, you should go and see which purple gear you need in terms of physical or magical amplification. So there is the dauntless, and there is the occult. For example, I am a magic class, so a gunner will need occult items. As you can see, everything is occult, Mahtnan, everything is occult, and again occult. Then you have the support options. You should always aspire to go for the top support option, because that is something that you cannot change. Actually, everything inside the support bracket there, everything inside here, along with the blue options, everything is not changeable. So once you buy it, it will stay like that forever, no matter what you do. As far as I know, there isn't anything new out yet, even in Korea, or I might be wrong, something that changes these support options with time, maybe some special scroll that they will introduce, but I doubt it. I think it will be like this up until new gear comes. So yeah, get yourself the best support option, which is level 5. So that is the first thing that you should look for, something that is level 5. This is a Roman numeral there, as you can see, opportunist, and there is a V, that is a 5 in Roman numerals. So you should always get this V in your support, for your support, whatever you might choose. There is the opportunist, there is the optimized reflexes, there is the cruel curse, there is the breath of life, there is the heavy blow level 5, which is also the highly sought after because it gives so much damage. Yeah, and after that, the second most important thing is the blue options that you can see there. Those are also not changeable. So try getting those as best as you can, because there's rarely a weapon or a gear piece out there that is actually perfect in terms of support options. The random options below, as you can see them here below, those are something that you can change using scrolls, but I think that is something for another video. So those are kinda not so important. I guess if you find something good but with terrible random options, that is not so bad, you can buy a scroll that gives random options, actual random options, I mean extra random options, or you can just transfer them from another gear to this gear, which is something also for another video. I don't want to make this too long. Oh, of course, your attention span isn't as good, I think, for just half an hour videos, so I'll try to make this as short as possible. So then you have the resonance etching, which I think is not out yet. Well, it's not out yet, otherwise people would run around using resonance etchings, which comes, I think, from the resonance dungeon, which is not yet available for the public. I mean, the portals are there in БÄБ, but oh, by the way, БÄБ, that's a story for another day. Yeah, the portals are there already. You can go there, but you cannot enter the dungeons. They are not available yet. So that will also come with a new patch. So I'm guessing you will have 2 sets of etchings in the future. So the resonance etchings you can forget for now, you don't need it, you can't have it. And then you have the, as you can see, the hand armor etching, which is the secondary etching that you have. Well, actually your primary right now, because this is something you were always able to do for each gear piece that there was in the past. And I'm assuming in the future too, so resonance etching is like a new addition to your gear piece. Yeah, so in terms of accessories, nothing has really changed. Everything is pretty much the same as it was. Yeah, actually nothing changed. I think the underwear, maybe there was some new underwear introduced, but at this point I'm not so sure that you should buy it, because there will be a patch with new accessories, but I'm not sure if there will be like new underwear there, belts, brooch, necklace. I don't know yet for certain which accessories, if all of them, if just the rings and earrings will be changed. So I would invest everything you have right now in just improving on your purple gear or golden gear or blue gear, whichever one you want to choose. But come on guys, it's so cheap. Blue gear is like 5,000 worth. I mean, and the increase in damage is phenomenal in terms, if you compare a blue gear piece with a purple one. I mean, you either spend 5k on a blue gear piece or around 40-50k on a weapon that does like hundreds of thousands more damage, even if it's the weakest weapon out there, even compared to a very powerful blue gear piece, which will, I think, will never actually be stronger than your purple gear, both at level 0, by the way. So yeah, just invest in purple gear, even if it's a really bad one. You will not be disappointed. It's really better than anything out there, and it's really cheap, so why not? Yes, so I think this will conclude the video for today. Also, before I finish this video, you should not forget that in a few days we will have an enchant event. And depending when you get this video, if well, I'm actually doing this video before the day when it starts, when the double drop event starts. So for me, the double drop event starts tomorrow, but you might actually get this video on the day that this event starts. I think today is a little bit too late to actually post this, but I'll see, depending on how long this video will actually be. I might just be able to post it maybe tomorrow in the morning, but we'll see. So just don't enchant your gear during these few days that you have. Wait for the enchant event. I think the event starts on the Saturday or Sunday, so you have at least 2 days to farm more mats for your gear. Buy as well mats right now, because when the enchant event starts, expect the prices to maybe even quadruple, or maybe even more than that, and skyrocket. Yeah, you don't want to buy materials for enchantment when the event starts. If you remember the Kaya Soul gear and even Kaya before that, every time there was an enchant event, the prices really went high up. So please do not wait. Buy right now. Don't wait for the enchant event. Don't think that you have enough mats, because even if you have 1000 murky powders, that will not be enough, even for one gear piece, to enchant it to completion. But yeah, I think I'll make a video about that as well, because there are a lot of materials that you need for just enchanting one gear piece. A lot of different materials that you can only get from certain dungeons, so you cannot get everything from just one dungeon, from just spamming one dungeon. You need to spam every dungeon there is, basically. Yes, I'm running out of breath here, so yeah, I will leave you guys like this. I think I will make another video, because this the Mahtnan gear, and this is so weird. This new gear is really complicated at start, especially if you're a new player. It has a lot of stuff, a lot of options, a lot of different routes that you can go. I mean, it has so much stuff, and so much more new stuff that will come with the next patch, with the resonant dungeon and resonance itchings, and maybe even accessories at the same time in the same patch. So yeah, I think I'll make another video, because this is not enough information for one video. So this video has been long enough. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like and subscribe. Leave your comments down below. Questions, I will be sure to answer them, and I will see you guys in the next video, which should not be for more than one day. So you should get another video in like one day, and yeah, see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.